Hey everybody, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make a Greek country style potatoes. They come frozen, we do have them at Eva's Pastries. I'm going to show you how to bake those in the oven real quick. On top of that, I'm going to show you guys how to do a country style breaded chicken thigh boneless. Alright, so from the bag, you can dump your potatoes in here. Right, this is half the bag, so it's not a full bag, but these are them right here. Olive oil, plenty of olive oil. Pepper, salt, just toss it. Give it a nice little toss. Just like that. All right, you want to just spread them out in the pan. So right now I have a rack, obviously with the parchment paper underneath because I don't like washing dishes as much, so the pan will get stuck. All right, so we're going to throw these in the oven. 400 degrees for about 20 minutes, and that should be nice and crispy after that. Now I'm going to show you guys actually what I'm going to do for the sauce to go over those potatoes after they're done. First, we're going to take some ranch dressing. Probably, let's say, 1/4 cup of that. Very generous amount of oregano. Crumbled feta. Say about 2 of my handfuls. And I'm going to do some lemon zest with lemon juice. Because I always like the zest when I do lemon juice. I mean, the zest is there, why not use it? All right. That. So you put your hand so you actually catches the seeds. I don't think I'm wanting seeds on my dressing. Just like so. Use both of them. You cut them both. I was using both. Okay. Just like so. Again, to this, I'm actually add some olive oil also. Probably like 1/4 cup of olive oil. I'm going to mix those up. A little whisk. Nice and chunky, because that's your feta. All right. Now, to add a little twist to it, what I'm going to do is actually going to take some grape tomatoes. I'm going to slice them up, and then I'm going to throw them in there. Okay. Just clean the board real quick. All right. So it depends on how thick or how thin you want in your sauce. I like them somewhat thin, in a sense, not too paper thin, but thin enough that you can actually grab them with your fork. Okay, so grab a couple. What I do is I cut the ends off, just like so, just like cutting a grape. Okay, maybe one more. Again, cut the end off, put it to the side. Make sure you don't cut your finger off. All right, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to throw it inside the sauce here. Give that a little spin. And again, you can add more tomatoes, less tomatoes, however you want to do that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the dressing or sauce for the Southern style chicken that I'm going to make. So pretty simple. Some Miracle Whip. Not that I'm promoting or they're sponsoring me, but that's what I got at the supermarket. I'm going to make a little sauce. Like so, again, lemon juice. I like to zest my lemons. Gives you extra lemon zesty flavor. Just like so. And again, the lemon juice. Let's throw a tomato out of your way. Hold the seeds. Open your fingers, let the juice out. Okay, same thing with the other one. Very juicy lemons, very juicy lemons. Delicious. Good choice. All right. So now, with that, I'm also going to take some cayenne pepper. I'm going to take probably, where's my little, probably half a teaspoon. Actually, you know what? I'm going to spice things up a little bit. 1 teaspoon. Teaspoon of cayenne pepper. That's going to burn. But it's going to be nice, spicy flavor. All right. Again, I'm going to mix this thing up. You want it somewhat runny. You don't want it too thick. That's why I put the lemon juice in there, so it can be a little runny. Because again, you're going to drip this all over the chicken once it's done. All right. I know it's a little clumpy now. You can work with this a little more later and make it a little loose. All right. Let me clean up my mess that I just made right here. This way. All right. Now I'm going to start with the batter for the chicken. First, I get a pan with oil. You want to get that hot. Get that nice and hot, probably like 300, 350, 325 degrees temperature, depending on the size of the chicken you're going to use, depending on the temperature, because obviously you don't want a high temperature with a thick piece of chicken, because it's not going to really work out for you. Now, what I have here is actually chicken breast, boneless chicken breast. I'm actually soaking them in coconut milk and almond milk. I know, a little crazy, not buttermilk, but it's actually almond milk and coconut milk. That's what's in there. I know I'm a little crazy today. But, so now we're going to actually make the batter. The flour mix at least. So I've got 4 cups of APP flour, all-purpose flour. I got 2 tablespoons of salt and coarse black pepper in here. Going to dump that in there. 2 tablespoons of oregano. Oh, sorry, not oregano, parsley, dry parsley. Dump that in there. 2 tablespoons of paprika. Dump that in there. Half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper and about 2 tablespoons of Cajun seasoning. We'll dump that in there. Now, with your hands, you can just simply move it around. There's going to be a coating for your chicken. Don't need to go crazy, but make sure it's nice and incorporated. Okay? So now, what you want to do is take your chicken that's been soaking, and you want to take it, you want to just dunk it in the flour. Take a couple at a time. Oh, that's the baby one. There you go. I know it'll get a little messy when you're dealing with flour, but. Alright. So I'm going to do a couple, just to show you. Now, what you want to do is, you grab your chicken again, you dunk it back into the mix, then you dunk it back into the flour. And you get the extra coating, and that's how you get that country style chicken. Alright? So you get it nice and coated. So now with this puppy, we're actually going to go straight to the actual fryer later, which is nice and hot, hopefully. You don't want to splatter it, you want to make sure it's nice. Goes in nicely, just like that. You're going to do the same thing with the other chickens, so we can get that going. All right. Nice sizzling sound behind me in the fryer. All right. So now I got these chickens also. I'll put this guy in there. Nice and soft. You don't want to throw it in there because then it's going to splatter and then you're going to burn. Alright, take my gloves off. You want to give this a couple of minutes on each side. Just you don't want to get them cooked all the way. You definitely don't want raw chicken. That's not a good thing. So you want to just check them. They cook pretty quickly just because they are thin. They're not too thick. You want to just flip them over. This one maybe another minute or so because I just threw it in there. But you get a nice crunch. You get a nice little crispiness to it. Give me a plate. All right, so as those potatoes are in the oven, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to actually stir this. I'm going to whisk the little sauce for the chicken a little more just because it was a little thick. While I wait for that to cook, I'm going to be a little productive. All right. So it was a little thick, a little chunky, but now you want to thin it out a little bit with that lemon juice and the cayenne pepper. There you go. So it's more pourable, smooth. There you go. So that's actually going to go over the chicken right there. All right. So I can hear my chicken in the background. It's cooking. And I can see it's cooking. Looks delicious. All right. So now this guy was good enough to turn around. See how nice and crispy? Get the nice crust. That's a Southern style chicken right there. All right, so while that's cooking, we're gonna set up the plating. I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way. All right. Do a little cleanup. Okay. Plating. Potatoes. Like the Food Network. They already cooked. So now, just gonna put the potatoes on the bottom. Shut the heat off. Nice little amount of batatas, right? Now, you're gonna take, move this out of the way. You're gonna take the dressing that you just made with your tomatoes, your feta, your oregano, olive oil, and just drizzle that all over. Look at that. That is money right there, my friend. Money, money. So now the chicken should be pretty cooked. Yeah. That chicken looks and smells delicious. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm actually gonna bring the plate closer to me so I don't drizzle oil all over the floor, and just dump that guy right on top. Just like that. All right. I'm gonna take this guy. I can leave that guy for another couple of minutes just because I did put him a little late. Now with this right here, what I'm gonna do is, I need another spoon. Take a spoon. Then the dressing that we made for the chicken, nice spicy. We're gonna put that right on top. And this is why I wanted it runny. For this reason right here. Get a nice spicy runny sauce. Go over your chicken. And then, because I like to garnish everything, we're gonna give it a little parsley. Okay, just like that. Southern style Greek fries with the Southern style chicken